Hello, I'm Pat O'Hare, Chief Market Analyst for Briefing.com. Today is Tuesday, July 29th. The stock market rallied on Tuesday, lifted by a drop in oil prices, several better than expected quarterly earnings reports, an increase in consumer confidence, and speculation that the latest capital raise from a major financial firm is a sign that the worst is over for Wall Street. Stocks finished the day at session highs following a late-day surge in buying interest led by financials. 9 of the 10 economic sectors posted a gain. Defensive investments underperformed on a relative basis, with healthcare up 0.7%, telecom up 0.6%, and utilities up 0.4%, trailing the broader market. Likewise, the 10-year Treasury note slipped 15 ticks. In an effort to reduce its risk exposure and shore up its balance sheet, Merrill Lynch is selling $30.6 billion worth of U.S. CDOs for only 22 cents on the dollar, or $6.7 billion. The assets were valued at $11.1 billion at the end of the second quarter, meaning the sale will result in a $4.4 billion pre-tax write-down. Merrill has taken $51.8 billion in write-downs and credit losses since the credit market turmoil began last year, second only to Citigroup's $54.6 billion. Merrill also raised $8.55 billion in a common stock offering at $22.50 per share, making the sale dilutive to existing shareholders. Merrill stock fell 9.5% to a 10-year low shortly after the open, only to rebound and finish the day 8.2% higher. Merrill stock dropped nearly 12% during the previous session on no specific news, so the market may have already been pricing in some of the latest write-down and capital-raising news. The financial sector ended the session with a massive 7.5% gain, as traders speculated that the Merrill news indicated better times are ahead for financial firms. The sector also benefited from some short covering and a bit of a rebound trade following its 12% loss over the previous 3 sessions. Strength was broad-based as only one of the 88 S&P 500 financial stocks posted a loss. That company was Insure XL Capital, which announced a dilutive capital raise of its own. Crude prices fell 2.3% to $121.87 per barrel as the dollar rose 0.9%. This sparked buying interest in consumer discretionary, retailers, and airlines. Conversely, the energy sector, which dropped 0.8%, posted a loss. Earnings reports were mostly better than expected. Some of the bigger names that topped earnings estimates included Amgen, Colgate-Palmolive, U.S. Steel, Valero Energy, and Waste Management. In economic news, the Conference Board said that July consumer confidence rose roughly 2% month over month to 51.9, its first gain in 6 months. The increase in confidence came as oil prices retreated from record highs and the stock market rebounded from its July 15th low. Rising confidence levels are a plus for the stock market, although the survey only has weak correlation with actual spending, so Briefing.com doesn't place a whole lot of emphasis on this particular report. Despite Tuesday's massive 2.4% advance, the Dow is only up 0.2% this week, as it had a lot of ground to make up after falling 239 points on Monday. I'm Pat O'Hare for Briefing.com. Thanks for listening, and have a good evening.